two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight. But 20 years ago, it probably would have played out a little bit differently.
Yeah, totally right. I can remember when you throw the ball, you isolate the bigs on the blocks, Kevin. You wait till they get double teamed. They take up most of the shot clock, and then they kick it out to you at the last minute, and that's the way you shot the three. Right now, as you know, we see the game right now where the lane is wide open and it's played at a faster pace.
Here are the five for the Raptors. They've got Powell. Marc Gasol is out there with Lowry, and it's Van Vliet in at the two. Now, here's Lowry. Van Vliet kicks to Powell. From downtown. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Detroit the other way now. Now, here's Rose. Tight defense on him. Jackson against Lowry. And Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got his team on the board to start the game for the Pistons.
When Jackson can't get all the way to the rim, this is his go-to. Shoots for a decent percentage from mid-range.
Now the pass to Van Vliet. Back to Lowry. Takes a three. And the Raptors miss again. Jackson against Lowry. Jackson kicks to Brown. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The screen from Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Griffin. Siakam pulls it in. The Raptors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Lowry against Jackson. Passes to Van Vliet. Gasol is screen on Rose. Outside Gasol. Here's Powell. And the Raptors miss again.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Rose gets the bucket.
It's nice to see Derrick Rose still continue to work on his jump shot. When he's hitting that, it makes his team all the more dangerous.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
You know, and Reggie Jackson, a really solid first season and a half in Detroit. But the last 2 seasons, injuries have really held him back.
Knocked loose and stolen by Drummond. Rose attacking, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Reggie Jackson in 2016-17 battling knee tendonitis. Last season, Greg, a severe right ankle sprain.
I mean, he's so important in terms of his impact for the Pistons. An athletic, physical player. When he's right, he can be a difference maker on both ends.
And he knocks down the first one. Steve, for the Pistons, improving chemistry on and off the court has been a big focus.
Yes, locker room leadership and pieces that fit together on the court. It's about building a team in every sense of the word.
Rose hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said the focus defensively is going to be making things difficult inside. He wants to get them off the three-point line and make them take as many mid-range shots as possible. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Pistons leading by 6. Griffin down low, defended by Gasol. And then Griffin with the dunk.
I'll tell you, that's the one thing. Hustle. Blake just outworking everyone to the ball.
Gasol is screen on Rose. Here's the floater. Van Vliet with the bucket.
That has to be a relief. First bucket was a long time coming.
You know, I think they might have tried too hard at the start of this game. Let's see if this settles them down.
Now here's Griffin. Outside for Jackson. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Drummond.
Drummond is very active on the offensive glass. This is where he can pile up a lot of points.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the right side. Siakam misses. The Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Well, Steve, for the Raptors the last few years, regular season hasn't been a problem. It's been all about the playoffs.
Yeah, the Raptors have the goal of making it out of the East and to the finals. It's the right goal to have with the way they perform in the regular season. This team, they will always be measured by their playoff runs.
Lowry. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
He's a great finisher for a player his size. When Kyle Lowry gets a step to the hoop, he's going for the bucket.
They set the screen. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Inside. Count that one.
Lowry showing how crafty he can be with that hoop inside.
Detroit leading by 4. Jackson kicks to Griffin. Back to Jackson. Pick by Griffin. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
The strength and body control of Reggie Jackson gives him an edge against physical defense, potential, and one. Reggie Jackson, a great season and a half spent in Detroit. Since that time, injuries have slowed him down.
The free throw drops for Jackson. And Jackson dealing with knee tendonitis, Steve. Then last season, a serious ankle sprain.
Grade 3, as bad as it gets. One of the league's most imposing point guards. He's got to be right there.
This all no good.
That's just two tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Raptors trail by 9. Pass to Siakam. Good looking screen by Gasol. It's tipped and stolen by Drummond. Here's Jackson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now here's Powell. He's covered by Brown. Powell, the pass to Van Vliet. Good looking screen by Gasol. High arcing shot. Van Vliet with the bucket.
The beauty of the teardrop. Very difficult to really contest.
Pistons leading by 7. Jackson kicks to Griffin. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
In the past, Detroit put Andre Drummond in the middle, surrounding him with shooters. With Griffin in the fold, more of a classic front court pairing for the Pistons.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Brown. Steve, we talk a lot about team defense, but who in your mind are some of the best on-ball defenders in the game now?
Kawhi Leonard is fantastic. Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, Draymond Green does a nice job. Even Klay Thompson, he's asked to guard a whole bunch of different guys. The list goes on and on of guys being able to slide their feet without fouling. It's beautiful to watch.
Now here's Rose, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Rose in the post, and it's Van Vliet with the rebound.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Gasol's in the post, working on Drummond. 11 feet away, and that one drops for him.
Capable of making shots, Marc Gasol able to do everything you want at that center position.
Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
I mean, tremendous body control in the air. Andre with the easy catch and flush.
And that Unleashed Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Toronto calls timeout. And Andre Drummond, an incredible combination of size and athleticism. Steve, any players that he reminds you of?
You know, a young Dwight Howard. He's also been compared to a more athletic Moses Malone. Drummond's rebounding numbers back that up.
Morris is checked in for Detroit. Tony Snell comes in for Derrick Rose. Raptors trail by 7. Lowry passes to Anunoby. Here's Hollis Jefferson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
Jackson kicks to Snell. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. McCaw, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Snell. Morris outside. Here's Kennard. Steps back and shoots. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Lowry passes to McCaw. Screened by Ibaka. Lowry against Jackson. From 18 feet away. Rebound collected by Snell.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. Here's Snell. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
An Energizer Bunny in the paint. Tony Snell not afraid to go up with the Giants.
Lowry against Jackson. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. No good on his first attempt of the game.
He likes to work that in-between area. Upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Now here is Lowry. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's McCaw. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. McCaw has got his first points in this one. Well, Steve, we have a viewer question that has come in here. It's Randy from Texas. And let me see if I can. Oh, he says, what's your favorite basketball movie?
On the Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, Kevin. That's my favorite basketball movie. And there's a lot of them.
Is it really?
But I would say that was probably #1 for me.
No kidding. And it's Drummond missing. Raptors trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
McCaw, the pass to Anunoby. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now it's just a 4-point Piston lead.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Morris passes to Drummond. Drummond, the screen. brings home the trifecta. Snell's got 5.
Okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Here's Anunoby. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Out left to the wing. Drummond working against Ibaka. Here's Anunoby. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lowry against Jackson. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Kennard. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
Certainly not the high percentage look, but we don't know what the game plan is calling for. That might be it.
Here's Snell, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. So it's the Detroit Pistons in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. Marc Gasol so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
It's just fun. You see more fans on the stands that speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, whatever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people, and they love the game also.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Miller, Anunoby out there with Ibaka. Then it's Payne, and it's Johnson in at the 3. Morris outside. Back to Frazier. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Raptors trail by 8. Payne with it. He kicks it to Ibaka. Miller outside. Here's Anunoby. Plays it up and banks it in. Anunoby's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Raptors. Pistons leading by 6.
This Toronto offense have been going through a transition the last few years. The team used to take a lot of mid-range shots and run a lot of ISOs. They switched to more of a ball movement-oriented style, and it paid off.
Toronto trailing. Ibaka with a screen on Frazier. Payne passes to Anunoby. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. A along with the Raptors' decrease in isolations, the amount of threes jumped up as well.
So true. 38% of shots last year were threes. Raptors took the third most threes in the league last season. We'll see if that trend continues this season, but there has clearly been a shift in how they want to play.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And last season, a very strong rookie campaign, Greg, for OG Anunoby.
You know, the team quickly learned that they could rely on him offensively. And it's rare to have a team trust someone taking 23rd overall that quickly. Surprised a lot of people with how efficient he was on offense right out of the gate. And I think you're going to see him continue to grow in that regard.
When you played on the road, Smitty, just how much did you hear comments from the crowd, home or away, but I'm guessing more on the road than at home?
Yeah, on the road you hear some interesting comments from a lot of the fans, and a lot of times I didn't want to drown it out. I wanted to hear because it fueled me, and to get a chance to, I wouldn't say engage, I would tell young players not to engage, but the one thing I would do, Kevin, when you get going, you just kind of catch that fan, you get eye contact, and you give them that smile. And that's when I think you really attack them by your facial expressions.
Good explanation. Pistons leading by 6. There's the pick. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Passes it to Whitehead. For the 3. It's not going to go for him. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Johnson dishes to Payne. Here's Anunoby. He has 7. Second chance shot. Can't connect from short range.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Payne kicks to Anunoby. The baseline J off the mark.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held them back.
Pass to Kennard. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
Johnson against Brown. Brown against Johnson. Now Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pistons leading by 8. And there's the feed to Brown. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And the Pistons lead by 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the Raptors call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
For the Pistons, Griffin's check in for Maker. Langston Galloway comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Rose in for Whitehead. Raptors trail by 10. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Gasol. Shoots over Griffin. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Marc Gasol.
Marc Gasol is battling. Even with the defender all over him, he kept his focus.
Back to Galloway. Shot off the pick. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Powell. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
There's Van Vliet. He's covered by Rose. Count that bucket. Van Vliet's got 6.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Griffin sets the screen for Rose. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Rose. Griffin's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons. Raptors trail by 10. Gasol, a screen on Rose. Rose with the double team. There's the pass to Gasol. Back to Van Vliet. Gasol, a screen. That's a 2 from Powell. Rebound, Detroit. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Well, Steve, at the same time that the rest of the NBA seems to be going small, the Pistons are building their fortunes around 2 traditional big men, Drummond and Blake Griffin. Do you like that direction?
Yeah, I do. Andre Drummond, he has tremendous mobility for his size. And Blake Griffin, he's highly skilled. I think it's about the pieces you put around him, guys that can shoot and guys that can play without the basketball in their hands.
Now here's Rose. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Raptors trail by 13. Good-looking screen by Gasol. A floater. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Powell.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Rose kicks to Griffin. Pick by Griffin. Here's Rose. Gasol with the defensive effort.
Just hasn't had his night, but his teammates are picking up the slack. The Toronto Raptors, they don't get enough credit for their defense. They were a top 5 team last year in opponent field goal percentage. And as a group, they close out well and get a hand up on every shot.
There's Galloway. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Brown. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And Steve, the Raptors defense, they may not have any first-team all-defenders, but as a group, they're solid.
They have strong rim protection. They were second in the league in blocks. They rebound well as a group. You don't think of the Toronto Raptors as a defensive team, but this team gets a lot of wins because of their defense.
He's off on the first. And for Detroit, a lot of changes, Greg, in their front office this past offseason.
A new GM and Dwayne Casey brought in to coach. Could see a drastic shift in style and approach for the Pistons moving forward.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Andre Drummond's checked in for Wood, and it's Jackson in for Langston Galloway. And the second free throw, good. Here is Lowry. Raptors trail by 12. They set the pick. Gasol, a screen on Jackson. Lowry. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Rose up on top. Now the dish to Griffin. The kick out to Rose. Drummond the screen. Rose passes to Drummond. There's Brown with the 3, and it's Lowry with the rebound. The Raptors shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Steve, with Toronto being the lone team in Canada in the NBA, they represent a lot for the nation's basketball fans.
Canada has taken a big step forward in their basketball program. More high draft picks are Canadian and more are on the way. The success, in my opinion, of the Raptors over the last several years has definitely had an impact on Canadian basketball.
So it's Toronto now. After the miss from Reggie Jackson, Gasol a screen. There's a good screen. Van Vliet kicks to Gasol. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pistons leading by 12.
The new head coach of Detroit is Dwayne Casey. They're lucky he was available. He guided the Raptors to a franchise best 59 wins last season, and he was the coach of the year.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Lowry gets more and more comfortable launching threes the longer he's in the league.
The Pistons leading. Jackson kicks to Drummond. Back to Jackson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Griffin. Dishes to Brown. Right side Jackson. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Griffin. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it goes to show you that any coach can get fired. Casey, one of the most successful, highly regarded coaches in the league. And Smitty still got let go.
If you learn about all he's overcome, all the tough jobs he's worked in the past, you knew he'd take it on the chin and keep on trucking.
And here's Gasol outside. It doesn't go for him. The Pistons go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Van Vliet. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Van Vliet's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc.
Drummond, the screen. Rose goes in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Rose has really accepted the responsibility of being the leader of this team. They look to him to deliver night after night.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Morris comes in for Blake Griffin, and Tony Snell subbed in for Brown. Rose hits them both. And here's Lowry. He has 7. Kicks it to Gasol. 1:24 left in the first half. Here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Rose. They get it back. And the shot goes down.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Now here's Rose. He's got 8. Gasol with the rebound. Raptors trail by 6. Outside Lowry. Gasol, a screen on Jackson. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Out left to the wing. Siakam. Morris with the rebound. Pistons leading by 6. Now here's Jackson. He has 7. There's the steal. To the paint. Tries from the block. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game. Rose with the ball. True on the 14-footer. Rose has got 10 points in the game.
All Rose needs is a small amount of space to operate. These shots are too easy for him.
And so is Detroit in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek, how's it feel to be back on the floor again?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Good to see you back out here, Derek. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. From the get-go, it was Detroit who came out strong. They had great chemistry early on, both offensively and defensively, stringing together an impressive 8-0 run to jump on top early. After one, they held an 8-point advantage. In the second quarter, they faced greater resistance, but rose to the occasion to take the same 8-point advantage into the half. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball out.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to the Palace at Auburn Hills. That's a look at the Renaissance Center, which dominates the skyline in downtown Detroit. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, he's one of those guys. When he's being aggressive, officials give him the benefit of the doubt.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. The big men are Griffin and Drummond. Jackson is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Brown in at the three, the small forward. Siakam kicks to Powell. Back to Siakam. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Siakam's got his second bucket.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Lowry against Jackson. Over Lowry. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Important to space the floor in this offense. Jackson doing his part there off the screen.
Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. There's a screen. Powell with the screen. And a deep three from Lowry. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Kyle Lowry, the Villanova alum, does everything you want from a point guard. Very complete player on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Rose. He's got 10. And Gasol sends it back.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject a shot.
Here's Powell. And the layup falls.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Well, with Lowry, as you said, Steve, he gives you a little bit of everything.
One of the best rebounding point guards in the league. Doesn't rack up huge assist numbers, but a very intelligent passer. Good assist to turnover numbers. Smart with the basketball.
Now, here's Lowry, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Lowry. And taken away by Brown. And oh, here we go. Rose, nobody back. Yes, that goes in. Rose has got 12 points in the game.
Derrick Rose in open space is a treat to watch. Love the way he took off and scored that one.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Outside Lowry. No good with the triple.
You know, he really is forcing it right now. This has been a frustrating night for him.
And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one. Toronto calls timeout. And Smitty, Blake Griffin last season acquired by Detroit at mid-year. How do you like the fit for him with the Pistons?
You know, they needed a playmaker and a shot creator. Also gives them some star power. Putting fans in the seats, that matters.
And the Pistons making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Siakam misses.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Picked by Griffin. Here's Kennard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way. You have to love what Marc Gasol gives you offensively. Can score facing up, back to the basket, and one of the best passing centers in the game.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 9. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Outside Jackson. He kicks to Griffin. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 6 assists in the game. And talking about Gasol, also an impact guy on the defensive end of the floor.
Yes, Kevin, he has the size, the length, and the instincts. Defensive Player of the Year in 2013. A true cornerstone for your team.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And some changes here for the Raptors. Baca comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Anunoby subbed in for Payne. Pistons leading by 13. Kennard kicks to Griffin. Passes to Kennard. Nice ball movement by Detroit. It's Brown on the wing. Drummond the screen. Jackson has the open look. They get it back. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Now Powell. Gasol a screen. Powell kicks to Van Vliet. Gasol against Jackson. Over Jackson. And the Raptors miss again.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the leaner.
And starting out in the shadow of his older brother Powell, Marc Gasol, Steve, has become a superstar in his own right.
Multiple All-Star games, an All-NBA first team in 2015, and it's not just the production, it's the leadership.
Here's Powell, following the score by Reggie Jackson. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's the teardrop. The shot by Powell, no good.
you know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now here's Powell. After the miss from Reggie Jackson. And here is Powell. Pass to Van Vliet. Will it go? And the Raptors miss again. And the Pistons with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here.
Blake Griffin has made significant improvement as a shooter over the years. He's been working with his shooting coach. He's rewired his shooting form.
Ibaka, the pass to Van Vliet. Griffin with the steal. Pass to Kennard. Griffin kicks to Kennard. Picked by Griffin. Kennard's shot is off. Steve, you talk about Griffin changing his shooting form. How is it different now than when he started?
Well, he releases it now on the way up, jumping straight up and down. A higher release gets more arc on the ball. Making a new motion feel normal takes a tremendous amount of work and repetition.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 9. And again, Toronto no up.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Griffin's shot is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Ibaka with a screen on Jackson. Jackson comes over with the double. Shot to end this cold run. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays, try to turn the tide.
Here's Kennard. 17-point lead, their biggest. Can't hit from the corner. Raptors trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pistons leading by 17.
When you watch Anunoby play, he does so much well. Makes his teammates better. Not easy to do as a young lean player. He's a fantastic passer and does a very good job of reading the play.
And it's Drummond missing. A difficult situation for Toronto. 17-point game. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Brown. Here's Van Vliet. 9 points in the game so far. The pass to Gasol. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Well, with Anunoby, so much of his impact, Steve, doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
Yeah, that passing from the wing is what will set OG Anunoby apart in his career. Already a strong defender. Doesn't need to touch the ball to impact the game.
For the Pistons, Morris comes in for Andre Drummond. And Tony Snell subbed in for Brown. Here's Ibaka. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Morris with the screen for Jackson. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Raptors trail by 15. Here's Van Vliet, guarded by Jackson. Ibaka sets the pick for Johnson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Raptors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That one misses. A different look here for Detroit. Wood, he's checked in for Griffin. And it's Rose in for Reggie Jackson. Good good on the second free throw. Now here's Rose. He's got 14. Pass to Kennard. Back to Rose. Over Lowry. That one wide left. Raptors trail by 14. Hey, Smitty, with Serge Ibaka, you can bet when the games matter the most, he's going to be locked in.
Yeah, he can be inconsistent during the regular season, but he has another gear he can shift to in the playoffs, and they need that from him. He gives you intensity on both ends, and he can stretch the floor.
Here's Morris. The Raptors getting the bucket. Rose against Lowry. Morris a screen. Snell, no good.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Screen by Ibaka. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Kennard with the rebound. Detroit leading by 12.
Luke Kennard, the 12th pick in the 2017 draft out of Duke, an outstanding shooter and has a lot more to show in his game.
Now here is Morris. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. They need this one, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Pistons have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. And so he hits both. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Lowry kicks to Johnson. Ibaka sets the pick for Johnson. There's a good screen. Lowry, good.
If Lowry gets his feet set under him on a catch and shoot like that, the odds are it'll go in.
Outside Rose. Pass to Wood. Pistons passing it around. Back to Rose. Pass to Kennard. Over Johnson. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken. Yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
Here's Lowry. Drop up 2 there. Lowry's got 11 points.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
On its way from Rose for 2. And so it's Detroit going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Raptors trail by 10 on the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Johnson is out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka, and it's Siakam in at the four. Now here's Lowry. There's a screen down low, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
You know, he attracts a lot of defensive attention, and that enables Lowry to create open looks for his teammates.
Rose dishes to Snell. Morris a screen. Morris with a screen on Johnson. Kennard kicks to Morris. Here's Snell. A second chance effort. Wood with the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 10.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
Screen by Ibaka. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Lowry passes to Siakam. Johnson outside. Second chance effort. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Serge Ibaka. The Pistons shooting around 41% on the night. Right side Rose. Feeds it to Morris. The pass to Kennard. Nice shot from the wing. Raptors trail by 10. Johnson attacking. Count the basket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Morris. Rebound by the Raptors. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Lowry from outside hits the three-point bomb. And now it's only a 5-point Detroit lead.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Morris a screen. Rose in the post. Now recovering. Bucket is good. 16 points for Derrick Rose.
Derrick is just exceptional in the paint. A gifted scorer amongst the trees.
Lowry kicks to Johnson. Screen by Ibaka. Back to Johnson. There's Siakam. Buries it down low.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Drummond's check in for the Pistons. Brown comes in for Tony Snell. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He knows his team is struggling tonight from the three-point line, so he told them to go for more quality shots inside. We're shooting way too many threes, he said. No more Hail Marys. Let's get inside to the post. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And Toronto has possession after the basket by Detroit. Drummond working against Ibaka. And it's sent back by Drummond.
The foot speed to get in position, the quickness of the jump. Drummond with raw talent as a shot blocker.
Raptors trail by 7. Here's Boucher. He's covered by Brown. Siakam kicks to Lowry. Passes it to Ibaka. Here's Siakam. Ibaka with the screen on Morris. Here's Siakam. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Pistons leading by 7. Here's Kennard. They get the rebound. Here's Rose. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Lowry. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. For Detroit, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Rose dishes to Morris. Rose against Lowry. And it's Rose penetrating. Pass to Kennard. Shoots over Powell. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Drummond passes to Rose. Yep, that one goes. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. Ibaka with the screen on Morris. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Out to the right wing. Here's Rose. Banked in off the glass. Rose has got 20 points. Raptors trail by 9. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. Beyond the arc. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Shots good by Kennard.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Lowry against Rose. Outside Lowry. Ibaka sets the pick for Lowry. Over Rose. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Lowry.
That pick and roll is where Kyle Lowry shines. The defense left with only bad choices.
Now here's Rose. He feeds it to Drummond. Out to Morris. Pistons passing it around. And that one's good. Drummond. And the Pistons lead by 11.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you'd think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Now here's Powell. Second shot opportunity. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Serge Ibaka.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Now here's Powell after the miss from Andre Drummond. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Over Drummond. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And here we go. Here's Kennard. And he lays it straight in.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Raptors trail by 11. And the pass to Boucher. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And Morris throws it down.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Screen by Ibaka. Lowry against Rose. Ibaka with the screen on Rose. Screen by Ibaka. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. And the 3 off target. Pistons leading by 11. Brown outside. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Tipped away. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Pistons fast break. Kennard, the pass to Drummond. Ibaka with some nice D. Raptors trail by 11. Here's Siakam. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Siakam's got it back down to within single digits for the Raptors. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them one or two things that they could have done better.
We've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
He's had the fans behind him tonight, and that's really been a key for him. Once he got going, they sensed it could be a special night every time he touched the ball.
The last thing you want to see from the defense is Derrick Rose starting to find a rhythm with his shot.
Here's the teardrop, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
One of the best all-around bigs in the league. Gasol continues to modernize his game.
Throw good, Gasol.
And the way Mark plays, similar to his brother Powell, a soft shooting big man with phenomenal length.
He's off on the second. Pistons leading by 11. Passes it to Brown. On the wing, Jackson. Drummond a screen. A floater. Pulls in another board. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
Shooting two.
And that one falls for Jackson.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Raptors trail by 13. Lowry kicks to Gasol. Fades. It's Drummond with the rebound. Detroit leading by 13. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Here's Van Vliet. Lowry against Jackson. Lowry passes to Siakam. Shoots over Griffin. And again, Toronto no up. Detroit's gotten just one of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Jackson against Lowry. Jackson off the pick. Hits the front of the rim and out. Raptors trail by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Detroit.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Drummond.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Here is Lowry after the basket by Detroit. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Lowry. Here's Van Vliet. Gasol, a screen on Rose. Off the pick. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
It's Drummond, high post, working on Gasol. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Right side, Griffin jacks up a three. Siakam pulls it in. Pass to Van Vliet. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek, congrats on the win. High degree of difficulty shots tonight, my friend. How did that become a part of your game?
That's something I'm used to, I guess. Just playing in the park, playing in the gym, trying to shoot crazy shots, and thank God they be going in.
Looked like that was part of your repertoire all along, Derek. Thanks again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.